I'm Philip Harris, currently serving as your council person for Place 3, and I've served on the council for the last 21 years. I moved here about 40 years ago to join a family business called Nolan's Restaurant. And we've had an opportunity to grow and raise our family in this wonderful place. And it was always a dream to move our business and where we live to a place that we love to vacation. And we were finally able to achieve that dream. My father served on the council for 20 years when I moved here. I told him when we moved here I was going to have to move away when my first daughter got into high school, because we didn't have a high school here and we came from an area that had great education. My dad promised me by the time she got to be a freshman we'd have a high school, and we did. She entered the high school the first year it opened. That's what inspired me to run. This town has blessed my family tremendously, and I've asked for your vote to continue to serve this community. I think it's vital that we really work and continue to work to protect our environment and protect our way of life, or what we treasure to be so valuable here. I am pro-business. I believe that small businesses are the fabric of our community and something that we need to preserve and promote. I will continue to support enhanced education, where every child gets the greatest opportunity to go on in life and be successful. And I think growth management is one of our greatest challenges that we have to stay focused on. That's what I will support moving forward. I consider myself to be accessible to the public. I think that's important. And I'll continue to promise you open, transparent representation and governing as your councilman. I think some of the greatest accomplishments related to the 2025 vision plan, which was a citizen-based plan. It was what you told us you wanted. I consider that to be a mandate from the citizens. It involved better access to health care. We now have a freestanding emergency department in our community, free emergency transport through air or ground for our citizens. It involved higher education opportunities. We now have a new school. We've got our city schools. We've gone from a ranking of 176 in the state to 5th in the state. We've worked to revitalize and rebuild the state park, partnering with the state and the Lodge Center. We've revitalized our beachfront, which was part of what you asked us to do. We wanted more things to do, more opportunities to gather, more nightlife. And we helped create the Waterway Village District, which was kind of a second frontier to our beachfront tourism and a place for neighborhoods to go and gather. And so accomplishing that goal and completing that task is one of our greatest achievements. And you know, we were able to accomplish all of that using tourism funds and without increasing taxes to our citizens. And I give a lot of credit to Councilman Jason Dykin. He's the chairman of our finance committee, but we've maintained a balanced budget. We've gotten state awards and budgeting for 15 years, and we've built up a reserve, and we've still delivered your plan without raising your taxes. I look forward to the 2035 vision plan and getting your involvement on that plan and executing that plan as well. Well, I think first we still have work to make sure that our 2025 vision plan remains sustainable. And so we've got to stay committed to that plan, and that means committing budget dollars. That means continuing to enhance education. We still need more specialty health care in this area. I think a micro hospital could be in our near future. So continuing on that plan that you asked us to take care of in 2025 is important. And so that's part of the mission. The other, I think, is looking for ways to diversify our economy. And by that I mean, what can we do to generate revenue to grow our business base here without adding to the summer peak business? And I think now we've got great opportunities for industries related to healthcare, education, aviation. We have partners in all of those industries now, and so we need to go out and recruit companies related to those industries that will bring good paying jobs here so that as our kids go off and get their education, their training, they've got an opportunity to come back home to Gulf Shores and secure good paying jobs and be a part of our community. You know, people discover Gulf Shores and fall in love with Gulf Shores just like we did, and then they want to move here. Our tourism dollars, though, are the revenue stream that gives us our quality of life. It gives us top-notch public safety and fire medics. It gives us great parks and clean beaches and clean waterways, and it gives us parks and schools. And as residents, we get to live here and get all that benefit from tourist revenue and not added citizen taxes. So those are the opportunities. I think the challenges here are how do we balance that growth where it doesn't overburden our way of life, our small town feeling. And I think we can do that in a couple of ways, and we have done that. I think planning and zoning is a great opportunity to help manage growth. We've, over the last 20 years, we've put in, honestly, 5 moratoriums, but they were focused on a problem. We developed a solution, and then we removed the moratorium. But through that, we've raised design standards for developments. We've increased lot sizes. We've required more open space, more amenities, so that we're building neighborhoods and not just subdivisions. And at the end of the day, your yield is less density. Your yield is slower growth. Your yield is a higher quality development for our community. Almost as important, and really more important, is keeping up with our infrastructure. Several years ago, the city hired a traffic engineer firm that's very familiar with our city, and we developed a master street plan for our city. That master street plan was adopted by the council, and it's been committed in our budget. And over the last 12 years, 15 years, this city has spent over $140 million on transportation projects. And then most of that money we have gone out and acquired federal grants, state grants, and we've partnered with ALDOT to get a lot of those projects done. The incentivizing mixed-use development is another way. It provides a stay-and-play opportunity. It takes cars off the roads. It creates opportunities for walkability, to give us restaurants and shops on the ground floors, and it creates opportunities to start incentivizing public transit when you can move people from one destination to another. It also helps our small local businesses when these places offer event space, such as the State Park Lodge or the Embassy Suite. Those are now growing our shoulder seasons. Rather than add pressure to the summer peak season, we can look at expanding and bringing smaller groups here in the shoulder months, which will help our businesses be more sustainable and more profitable and help grow our revenue without negatively impacting our community. And we have to protect our environment. We have a lot of sensitive areas here, our waterways, our lagoons. We have to protect our water quality. It's so important to the future of our community, and it's really important that we educate the next generation on how to do that, how to be better stewards of the environment than we were. The oil spill taught us a lot about how sensitive our environment is, and that's really what got the Cousteau Eco Environmental Sustainability Program here, and that's the goal there. Bring this young generation in, teach them the value of our environment, and train them and educate them how to be good stewards. Look, folks, I've lived here for 40 years. This town has blessed my family tremendously. It's been an honor serving you to this point, and I do ask for your vote humbly if you'd have me back to continue to represent you as your councilman, place 3. Thank you very much.